Hello, and welcome to another Blender tutorial. I'm Lord Fish. I'm going to be making a screwdriver today. But before we get started, I just want to welcome my son. If you don't know, we are Queenfish Games. I'm the artist for Queenfish Games. We have 2 games out, and our son is now joining us in our works, and I'm making today's lesson to help him get started in Blender. So that being said, let's all get started, and remember, whatever your dreams are, whatever your hopes are, the only way you're going to be able to reach them is hard work. So let's get started on that hard work. All right, so we're in, and we'll get started on making today's screwdriver. It should be a pretty easy item. But let's first flip into edit mode. We're going to do that by hitting tab. And when we're in the tab menu, our options are going to change. We're going to go up here, and these are vertices, and these are going to be lines. We're going to switch to lines to make things just a little bit easier. Actually, we'll go back for 1 second, and we did that with tab, and we're just going to stretch this out. If yours isn't looking the same or operating the same, you need to change the scale over here. Go back to edit mode with tab. We're going to unhighlight these ones at the bottom, and we're going to start making the shape of our screwdriver. When we got them unhighlighted, we're going to hit Control B, and when we hit Control B, you're going to see we're going to be able to basically round those edges that we're working on. But we're going to actually do it a different way. Let's see. We're going to add more to make the corners just a little bit rounder. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to do that slightly different. And this is something that's going to happen when you're doing this stuff. We're going to unhighlight the top first because we need an actual hexagon basically for our shape to start with. So we're going to wait until we are about perfect between each one. Looks like I got it there. It kind of looks like we made some of them smaller. We're going to go up here and we're going to change the faces. And we're going to click this face. And after we've got that face, we're going to hit Control B. And you're going to see it's going to roll down, and then we're going to roll our mouse wheel forward until we can get a kind of smoothest edge going to it. So now we have a better screwdriver handle shape, I would say. And it may look a little odd to you yet, but we'll get there. So we're going to go out of edit mode, and we're just going to grab it and drag it up a little bit. We're going to see it above the line here. We're going to flip back into edit mode, and we're going to still be on faces, so we're going to go ahead and click this face. We're going to hit E. E is going to extrude the piece, and we're going to bring it down to about there. Then we're going to hit S. S is going to change the size, so we can drag it out to make it bigger, but we're going to drag it in to make it smaller. We're going to do that again. But we're going to go bigger this time. No. Let's go straight, and then we're going to go E again. And we're going to hit S to make it bigger this time, to give it a little ridge in there. And just give it a little more detail because I think it's going to look a little bit better. And we E it again, and we S to size it up this time. We're going to hit E one more time. And there we go. I believe we have a pretty decent screwdriver handle. You might have to stretch it a little bit. If you want it to be a little more round in spots or smaller or bigger in spots, it's easily done. For example, if we want this edge here to be bigger or smaller, we'll just click it once with left click, and then we're going to Control left click, and it's just going to follow the same edge as long as you don't make too many gaps. And then we can either hit S to make it bigger or smaller. Obviously, it doesn't look very good smaller, but just for an example, because I'm sure you may want to change some of the stuff. It's a really flat area in the middle, so you might want to give it some character, and you can easily do that by hitting Control R in the area you want to do it in. And it's just going to give you this little ring. And if you'd like to drag it open a little bit to give your character handle a little more shape and just a better look probably overall, for it's not so straight edged, that's fine. And if you don't like it, we can always edit and undo our last moves. We'll just do that twice, and boom. One more time, and it never happened. It's easy to change things, so if you need to change it a little bit to make it more your own, that's perfectly fine. So now we're going to go ahead and drag this guy up. Going to make a new piece. We're going to hit Control A. It's going to give us the options of what we want to do, and if you're not seeing the same thing, you need to make sure you're out of edit mode for this. And you can always tell over here on the side when you're in edit mode. you have all these options. When you're out of edit mode, you only have these options. So again, we're going to hit Control A out of the edit mode, and we're going to make another cube. Are we going to make a cube? No, let's not make a cube. Let's make a cylinder. I don't like to use cylinders as much as I like to use cubes for some reason. I think it's just a personal preference, but you do you. So I dragged it out just with the stretch icon there, and then I'm going to hit S and shrink the whole thing until it looks about right towards our screwdriver. So let's bring it up there so we can kind of have a look. And I think it's way too big, so you're just going to keep on adjusting until it looks right to you. When you've got it the right size, we're just going to stretch it, because screwdrivers tend to be a little longer unless you're making a little stubby. I still feel like it's a little big, so maybe I'll go a little smaller than that. Okay, and we got two options. If we're going to do a flathead, we could just extrude the end. Maybe we'll give an example. So say we want to, oh, oops, I don't have to be in that mode. Yeah, I do actually. Yes, I do. Say we want to extend the end. In edit mode, we'll just grab this end piece and we can just drag it out like this. Actually, and if you go too far or too short, or not far enough, you can just drag it up with your icon. Like something like that. And then we could just flatten that piece there. And like so. So it's only going one way. Maybe we want to extend it the other way. And then hit E again. And then maybe we want to crush that edge right there a little bit more, so it's more of a flathead. I'll give you a basic shape to make a flathead screwdriver. I think it looks pretty good that way. There's a couple things you might want to do afterwards. You might want to round this edge up, but I think it looks pretty sharp that way. But let's just use that as one example. Let's drag that off to the side, and let's do a different example. We could just delete it, but we'll drag it off to the side. So we're going to do our cylinder again. We're going to stretch it out a bit. We're going to hit S. We're going to stretch it out a bit. Tell where it's about the same size as the other one. Somewhere, well, I think we're a little smaller this time, but it actually looks better. You're going to find that too, the more you play around with stuff, the more you're going to find better look with it. You could do it like that, and say we wanted to do a square head. So there's a few ways we could do it, but I find the best way would just be to make a square. Oops, that's not the way to move it. And if you move something the wrong way, and now it's out of place, you can always go back, but say you accidentally start moving it, you can hit right click and it's going to just auto center the item again and put it in the exact right spot for you, so you don't have to do anything. All right, so now we got it smaller than the item. Oh, I did it again. And so let's have a look. It doesn't quite look right, so maybe a little smaller, and we could probably stretch it out just a little bit more up and down to give it a better shape. But there we have our square head screwdriver. And again, if something doesn't look right to you, you can always taper this edge if you want it to get smaller near the bottom piece. You could find a few different ways to make it look different, but I think that's a beautiful look. So say we want to attach these and make this a screwdriver now. We're going to grab the bottom piece, we're going to grab the second piece, we're going to hit Control J. And we're going to grab this piece, and we're going to grab the second piece, and we're going to hit Control J. Now we give it a quick shade smooth. We go adjust our shade smoothing to 35, between 35 and 70. And we can also ignore lines just to give it a little better look. And if you're having any issues with coloring or shading, we can always mess with this a bit. I'd go up to 70, I wouldn't go above, but I think it looks pretty darn good. I can see an issue up here where it's fading out the lines, so we could try playing with that a little bit. Well, you know what? I don't know if I like that more or less. Anyways, you get the idea. We can go back to 35. We can turn ignored lines back on. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. Maybe 30. Yeah. You're going to have to play around with it and find exact spot, but I kind of like that. I kind of think 35 was right. I think we'll stay there. So there you have it. There's a pretty nice looking screwdriver. It'd be pretty easy to do any types of different screwdriver tips, anything like that. So if you're having any issues or if you have any ideas that you'd like me to do in Blender, please feel free to leave a comment. If today's video helped you, be sure to leave a comment, let other people know to check it out. And thanks so much for watching. Oh, you know what? Let's do quick coloring first. That's one thing new people to Blender don't really understand a lot is the coloring stuff. So let's just do it real quick. So, all right, what did I do here? I went up here and we changed to viewport shading, and we go down to here and we go to, that's a paint material basically. We're going to hit plus, we're going to do new, and then we are going to change it to, let's just go, that's on the wrong piece, darn it. All right, so that was the wrong piece. Let's make that gray now. That's going to bother me, not red. All right, let's go over to our screwdriver. There we go. Same thing. There's a material already made for it. It is white, so let's make that red, and that'll be the handle color. And as you can see, I made the rest of our piece that same color, so we're just going to be in edit mode. Click off everything, make sure you're off everything. Hit L over the thing you want to change the color of. Hit L over the second thing you want to change the color of, and we will color them gray like the other one. And this is not going to give you your colors in game. What it is going to do, it's going to add a slot for you to be able to place a material. So when it comes in a game, it's going to be all white, but it's going to give you the option to place one material here now and one material down here on these two. And that way you can have multicolor. So if you wanted, say, the tip of the screwdriver to be yet a third color, you can easily do so. I have no idea why you would want that, but let's just do it. Because you never know, maybe your project's slightly different for some reason. There we go. So now when you brought this into your game, you could actually change the bottom color to a third color, and you'd have a slot for each one. So I hope that helps you on whatever you're doing. If you're just getting started to Blender, I really hope that helps you get an idea of how to use the program. We can get into some more complicated things if you have some requests, but for now, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.